Like real talk though, look, when you get to a point where you decide that you want to take control over your life, you gotta have boundaries. You hear me? And the biggest boundary, man, is the boundary around your mind. You feel me? Now, look, man, it's gonna be people that don't understand your vision. You hear me? And so you're gonna start changing up the way that you do things. You're gonna start changing up the way that you act. You're gonna be changing up the way that you eat. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be changing up everything about, about you. You're gonna be changing up the way that you interact with people. Folks gonna be trying to tell you that you acting different. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be trying to, it's almost like they trying to tear down the mission. Now that might not be their intentions, they just want the old you, the same you that they used to. But you tired of that though. You tired of being the same old you. You know what I'm saying? You trying to level up and be something else in life, you hear me? And so you gotta have boundaries, dog. You know what I'm saying? You can't let nobody come in and tear down what you're trying to build. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, dog. Like it's just like a garden, you know what I'm saying? You got a garden, but it's wide open. Well, folks gonna be coming in trying to pick, got animals coming in, trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to take what they can get, all type of stuff, man. So you put a gate up. You feel me? You gotta put a gate around it, man, so that you can cultivate what you trying to cultivate without nobody coming in and trying to mess it up, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, you gotta do that, man. You gotta limit your access to people. You know what I'm saying? You can't just let everybody have access to you all the time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have your few, have your circle. You know what I'm saying? But keep a tight circle though. Have your few people that you know you rocking with. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's family, close friends, whatever it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Have your few people. You know what I'm saying? That you keep close to you, dog. And everybody else, they get limited access to you, limited time, limited information, limited energy, limited everything, man. Because people will destroy your momentum. You know what I'm saying? People will tear down your progress. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a lot of them might not even do it on purpose. It's just what they own. It's just the energy that they own. You know what I'm saying? And y'all, you might be growing in one way, they growing in a different way. And it might not align with each other. So you gotta have that boundary. You hear me? Listen, even just the information that you choose to give people, you know what I'm saying? People might ask you what's up with you, what you got going on in your life. Don't tell everybody everything. You know what I'm saying? Nothing, chilling, working. You feel me? Keep it at that, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to tell everybody everything because the moment you tell them what you're doing, now what is that doing? That's inviting them to comment on it. Even if you didn't ask for their comment, you told them, right? They have a right to respond however they want to respond. And so they can say anything. You know what I'm saying? Oh, why are you doing that? Oh, man, such this and this is better than that. Oh, yeah, you should have did it like this. Oh, you should have did it like that. All that type of stuff, man. And it's the thing, right? To a lot of people, that's not a big deal. But to some people, that'll throw you off. You know what I'm saying? To some people, it's like, now you might be thinking about what you said, or now you might feel like you got to defend yourself to them. Well, now I'm doing it like this because this, it is. And that's throwing your energy off. You know what I'm saying? Now you're frustrated and everything. And you take that energy and you take that to whatever else that you're doing in your life. You know what I'm saying? All because you just let somebody else have too much access to you and what you got going, and you sharing too much information about what you're trying to build with your life. You know what I'm saying? Some people would call it being secretive. It is what it is, if that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you gotta be like that though. When you trying to, you know what I'm saying, build something in your life. You don't tell everybody everything, man. You like to have a few close people. You know what I'm saying? Have your little support system or whatever. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? You keep it quiet. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You feel me? It's also important to just be willing to say no. Like, listen, no is one of the most simple words, man. Two letters, one syllable. No. Man, look, the word of the day is no. Say it with me now. No. You feel me, man? Look, you gotta learn how to say no. Straight up, dog, because a lot of times, man, you will throw your own energy off just by saying yes to something that don't serve you. And it might not really be a big deal, you know what I'm saying? But like in the long run, it is a big deal, especially when you constantly letting this happen over and over and over and over. It could be the simplest thing, man. Somebody trying to go somewhere, you trying to stay in and work on some stuff, right? People got something going on. You're gonna pull up to this, you're gonna pull up to that. But you got something else that you're trying to do. Nah, I'm cool. Not today. You know what I'm saying? You could pop out sometimes, but you choose when you do that, though. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody else tell you when to do it. That's throwing off your energy. That's throwing off your focus on what you got going. You feel me? So you determine when you're going to pop out and do stuff. You feel me? Straight like that. You know what I'm saying? People want favors. You can't give everybody a favor. You know what I'm saying? like I say, that's why I say you have a few people that's close to you that if they need you, you there. But man, look, outside of that though, people asking you for stuff, nah, I ain't got it. I can't even do it. It is what it is, man. You got a life too. You got responsibilities. You got priorities. You know what I'm saying? And you got to put those priorities above things that's not a priority. And that's boundaries, man. That's boundaries. You see what I'm saying? Right? All your boundaries is this. Look, this space right here, this is my space. Right? I'm gonna draw this line right here. This is where I draw the line. Anything outside of that, I ain't worried about it. But also, I ain't letting anything outside of that come in either, though. I determine who can come into this little space that I set, and anything outside of that, no. You know what I'm saying? That's your boundary, dog. And that apply to different areas of life, man. But it all come with, I feel like a lot of it come with, be stingy with your time, be stingy with your energy. You feel me? Like, be stingy with your attention. You know what I'm saying? You have to be selective about what you're giving your time, your energy, and your attention to. And so many things is not gonna serve you to give your time, energy, and attention to it. It could be gossip. You know what I'm saying? Somebody calling you trying to talk about, you know, man, such and such did this, and I don't care about who. Why are you calling me to tell me about such and such? I don't know nothing about such and such. Man, why do I care about what such and such baby daddy, cousin, sister, brother, uncle on her mama's side that's married to her one other cousin? Why do I care about what such and such got going on? Don't call me talking about such and such. You feel me? So somebody call you talking about such and such, and they talking about Terrion, baby mama, little sister, cousin Tracy. Get off. I'm getting off the phone. I don't want to hear none of that. I'm gonna holler at you later. You feel me? Because that type of stuff, like, look, man, it might not seem like a big deal to just sit there and listen to somebody talk, but it's like you giving your energy to it, though, man. And we know, like, energy is limited. You ain't got unlimited energy. You got so much energy, but that take energy to sit there and entertain this conversation that you don't care nothing about. You know what I'm saying? I don't care nothing about Terrion, baby sister, baby brother, mama, cousin, sister, daddy, cousin Tracy. I don't care nothing about none of that. Leave me out of that, man. Don't call me talking about none of that. You feel me? Like, it just little stuff like that, man, where it's just like, you get to a certain point, you gotta just draw a line in the sand. Like, look, all this out here, I don't want nothing to do with none of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody else got going except the people that's close to me, dog. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? You rock with the people that's close to you, man, and everything else, man. Ain't no time for all that, dog. Straight up. But that also means you gotta be on your purpose too, though. It don't make sense for you to do all this and you ain't actually doing nothing with your time. I mean, I guess it's cool if you just want to chill and relax. You can have boundaries for that, but like, nah, though. The whole point is to be intentional about your life. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have a vision for what you want in your life. You know what I'm saying? You going through life, all willy nilly. You ain't got no kind of plan or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't really playing life. Life just playing you. You know what I'm saying? And you just letting life happen to you instead of you creating your life. Man, that ain't no way to live, dog. Your life can end up any which way. And you will be just looking back like, how in the world did I get here? Versus be intentional and you decide, this is exactly the life I want. I know exactly what I want to do. I know exactly who I want to be, how I want to look, how I want to show up. Straight up, man. So it's just about being intentional with your life. You hear me? But hey, if you like this video, like this video. Watch this next video. I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.